In today's video, we are going to learn how to research a property by using har.com. So the very first thing you want to do is go to your search bar. You're going to type in har.com. And then in this search box where it says search listings, you're going to put in the property address. I'm actually going to put in the property address for one of my listings, just so that you can know what to look for, how this search goes. You should get a list like this. You will click on the property. You can click on the picture as well, or click on the property address. To open up the profile, on this page, you will see a bunch of information about the property, and there's a lot of opportunity for you to do research. So you can click through here, and this will show you the pictures of the property. If you click on the arrows, scroll down, the price is listed on this page. Contact the agent information is listed on this page. The address is listed on this page. If you click here, this will take you to the property website, a virtual tour if there has been one uploaded, and any prints that are available for the property. It gives you information about how many bedrooms, baths, the total square footage, how long the property has been on HAR, if it's a single family home, and the lot size. It'll give you a map so that you can see what the area looks like. You have directions, you have drive time, tells you if there's an elementary school nearby, gives you a idea of where the home is located. And also you'll see the general description. This is information, a description that was written by the real estate professional. So you want to read this very thoroughly to make sure you're looking at all of the notes, all of the information that the realtor is sharing. You'll get the MLS number, listing price, address, all of these links like city. This is a clickable link. Zip code, this is a clickable link. So let's click on it and see what happens. So when you click on Humble, it brings you to data that'll give you some information about other houses that are listed in that particular city. So there's a lot of information here that you can review. We're going to go back. You can do this independently. If you click on the zip code, it gives you more information about the most popular homes that are trending in that particular zip code. And it gives you a lot of listings of other homes that are available within that zip code. If you just keep scrolling down, it'll give you some data, like the number of listings that are active, the average sales price in the area, facts about the zip codes, different information of that nature. And you can also do something pretty cool. If you're very familiar with the neighborhood, you can click write a review and write about this particular community. We're going to go back. You can also click on the subdivision. And you can also write a review about the subdivision, and it'll give you the price trends based off of sold properties over the since 2009. So it'll tell you how often the properties in this area have sold, number of units sold, 34, 38. So you can see over time the highest number of homes sold in the area. If you keep scrolling down, it'll show a price chart. So it'll show you where the prices started, if there have been any dips. So you get a bar graph so you can see what the pricing trends have been like for a particular community. You get to read some information here about the neighborhood, about the subdivision. You get additional facts and data about the square foots, the pricing, the neighborhood range. These entities are who this particular community pays taxes to, so you know where your tax dollars are going. You can see more homes in the neighborhood. Just a wealth of information that can be found on this page. Remember, all of these links are clickable. The city, the zip code, the subdivision, also Harris County. The county is clickable. So you can read information here, see other houses that are available within the county. And again, I'm just getting that information from here. All of these links that are highlighted in blue are clickable. You can also click the market area. And again, this area has already been rated. If you want to read the reviews, you just click on that review and see who rated it. And you can read, this person rated it a 3 out of 5. They didn't leave any notes. They just rated this back in March of 2019. Gives you more neighborhood data. Gives you a map of the area and other homes that you can see. But you want to read all of this information: bathrooms, year built, lot size, the bedrooms, the style, the square footage, the maintenance fee. This maintenance fee is actually your HOA fee. So it's $1,200 a year. Annually is per year. So you want to make sure you read all of that information. There usually is information about the rooms or lot dimensions. Keep in mind, these are all usually just measurements. Sometimes real estate agents actually go out to the property and pull out their measuring tape and measure the rooms. Sometimes they do not. So just keep in mind, you can make a mental note of these measurements, but keep in mind, you may have to, if you have very specific furniture or custom furniture, you may want to measure the rooms on your own independently. Also, it gives you a room description: living room, breakfast, family room, formal dining. If this information is filled in, utility room in-house, that's usually important for some people, but you want to read the room descriptions to see if anything's here appeal to you, or if anything's here would not be a fit for you, for what you're looking for. Interior features, this talks about if the house has granite countertops, what type of flooring is throughout the home. The bedroom description talks about, are all the bedrooms up or down? Is there ensuite bath? So you want to read all of the features just to make sure you're looking for things that make a difference for you when you're looking in the home, looking for a home. You want to make sure that these have the features that you're looking for or needing. You also may want to ask questions if they're not listed here. The exterior features are going to be talking about what's outside of the house. So you want to read these and make sure you have a thorough understanding of what's offered. Like if you're looking for a pool in a neighborhood, you want to read here to see if the community has a private pool or if there's an area pool. So you just want to read all of these things, especially if you need to have a backyard. You want to make sure you're in a gated community. A controlled subdivision access usually means that it is a gated community. So you just want to read all of the exterior features and you want to read all of the interior features. Additional information: is there HOA? It says right here, yes. So you want to make sure that you read this whole profile and look for things that you want to pay attention to. Talks about the financing considered. Will this person take cash, conventional, FHA, or VA? You want to make sure this information is filled in. And if not, you want to ask, are there any other fees? HOA fees is the maintenance fee. The tax rate, this is very, very, very important. You want to make sure that you look at the tax rate and what the annual taxes are per year. So here are the taxes here. This is the tax rate, and this is how much they pay per year. Also, a cool thing about the MLS sheet on HAR is that it gives you an estimated monthly utility bill. So it'll give you an idea of what your electricity bill may be. We can also get you a free quote if you want to send in your property address and your current bill just to compare costs to see what your cost would be. But the blue is going to be the average market cost, and then Energy Orge, if you use this particular company, this is how much you would pay. So it gives you a monthly cost and it gives you a yearly trend, so you can play around with those. But it'll give you an idea of what you can expect to pay here in blue or green. Property taxes. You want to look at the property taxes to see how they have been trending over the years. So this gives you a breakdown. And this is the tax assessment. This means what the property is assessed on based off of the tax district. Not necessarily sales, but this is what the home is worth according to the tax district. Additional information here. This is again every entity that this property pays taxes to. You can see it's all calculated up to be this total tax rate, but they give a percentage of the tax rate to these entities. And here's the cool part about this is a mortgage calculator is already built in, so you can play around with this a little bit. If you were to put 20% down, which is $57,000 with a 30-year mortgage, 360 months, and your interest rate was 4%, your monthly payment would be roughly $1,089 plus your property taxes. So you add these two numbers together and you'll get roughly $1,831. The only number you are missing is your insurance, so you need to get an insurance quote, but this is a rough idea of what your monthly mortgage would be if you were to put 20% down. If you're not putting 20% down, you want to play with these numbers. 3.5%, just hit calculate. Then that makes your payment $2,055. So you can see immediately the difference between putting more money down versus putting less money down. If you put less money down, then your monthly payment is going to be more expensive. If you put more money down, your monthly payment is going to be less expensive. But this is how you calculate your mortgage quickly. Also, it gives you some other information here about the subdivision. So you want to read through all of this. And there, on some of these, not every community has a market update video, but some of them do. So you can click on this video and learn a bit about what's happening in the Humboldt area east. Then it gives you information here about schools. It gives you a rating for the schools. It tells you which schools this property is zoned to. You can click on the school and you can go here to read about the school. Is it a charter school? You can read about the teachers. You can look at student achievement. You can look and see if they have any designations. You can look to see what the population of the students are in terms of demographics. You can look to see what the teacher experience is. How many teachers do they have over 20 years of experience? So it gives you a good breakdown of what the teachers and the students look like. You can tell if the school is bilingual, if they have gifted and talented, the special education department, just a bunch of data here that you can review. And then also, if you keep scrolling down, it will give you similar properties that are nearby in the area that are also available for sale. And this property map is one of the cool features. You always want to make sure, if you're not familiar with the neighborhood, that you go to the property map. You can click on Street View. It says Street View is not available for this address, so you might want to go to Google View. We'll go back to that one. Scroll down. Okay, let's see if we have a bird's eye view. Okay, yes, so we get a bird's eye view for this property. So to give you an idea, you can see how close it is to 59, how close it is to the Beltway, depending on what neighborhood you desire or prefer to be in. You can do a school boundaries. You can see where the elementary school and high school and middle school, nearby places. Definitely would encourage you to click on that so that you can know what is near the property. You can click for restaurants. Gas stations. And keep in mind, this is on HAR, so you can always expand your search and go to Google Maps and put in the property address. And hit the nearby feature on Google. You can do restaurants nearby. And it'll give you a list of different restaurants that are nearby. You can also do nearby and do bars and pubs, different features that you can use just to get very familiar with the area. So you want to make sure that you click on that feature so that you can see what's nearby the property. Okay, we're going to go back, click out of that, scroll down. Then you can do a drive time. If you're trying to get to your work, you can go from the property address to wherever your work is, or if you go to show a church or a parent's house or sibling's house or any particular part of Houston that you want to go to, you can do a drive time. And that is the end of the page. But this is how you do your research on a property on HAR, so you can find out as much information about a property as much as possible so that you can be ahead of the game.